Welcome to Earth Dwellers. Today we are going to talk about top 10 birds and interesting facts about them. 10. Flamingo. The word flamingo comes from the Spanish word, meaning flame-colored. It is thought that the name flamingo comes from the Latin word flamingo, or flamenco. The flamingo is the national bird of the Bahamas. The Caribbean flamingo is found predominantly in the Bahamas. The oldest flamingo documented on record was 83 years old. His name was grebe. In the wild, flamingos live shorter lives. It lives around 20 to 30 years. In zoos, flamingos generally live up to 50 years of age. There are 19 bones in a flamingo's neck, which gives flexibility needed for survival. With this flexibility they can reach far back to their feathers for cleaning and hunting. Flamingos spend most of their time standing on one leg. They lose heat by their feet and legs because of living in wetlands. Flamingos tuck their other leg close to their bodies to reduce heat loss and conserve energy. 9. Thrush. Thrush is a songbird. Thrush lives in woodlands, forests, backyards, parks. The average distance that wood thrushes migrate is 2,200 kilometers, 1,370 miles. The longest known lifespan for a wood thrush in the wild is 10 years, 2 months. The wood thrush is an omnivore, so it eats larvae and soil invertebrates. It also eats fruits. It feeds on insects, worms, snails, spiders. A song thrush egg weighs 6 grams, of which 6% is shell. Song thrush eggs are always sky blue, with black spots. 8. Grebe. The Latin name for grebe means feet at the buttocks, which describes these birds, whose feet are indeed located near their rear ends. Although grebe swims like a duck, it doesn't have webbed feet. Each toe has lobes extending out on the edges that provide extra area for paddling. Folk names of this grebe include dabkick, devil diver, dive dapper, hell diver, and dowser. The pied-billed grebe is rarely seen in flight. It prefers to flee predators by diving, and it migrates in the dark. A group of grebes are collectively referred to as a water dance of grebes. Male and female pied-billed grebes have kind of same feathers, but males are usually bigger and may have bigger, heavier bills than females. When in danger, pied-billed grebes sometimes make a dramatic crash dive to get away. 7. Plover. Plovers are water birds, birds belonging to the subfamily Schirradiinae. There are about 3 dozen species of plover. Plovers are found throughout the planet except Sahara and the polar regions. Plovers have short bills. They wade within the water and hunt by sight, instead of by feel as longer-billed waders like snipe do. They feed mainly on insects, worms or other invertebrates. They use a run and pause technique, instead of the steady probing of another waders. 6. Woodpecker. Woodpeckers are colorful and beautiful birds. Woodpeckers get its name from how they forage for food. They tap on tree trunks with their pointed beaks in the wood. There are around 200 different species of woodpeckers worldwide. They live in every place in the world excluding Australia, New Guinea, New Zealand, Madagascar, and the extreme polar regions. Woodpeckers are often found in woodlands and forests, where trees are abundant. Woodpeckers are abundant in Southeast Asia and South America. The average lifespan is from 4 to 12 years in the wild, depending on the species. The tip of their bill is chisel-shaped and sharp, from all the pecking on wood. The tongue of a woodpecker is very long. The feather colors for all woodpeckers are black, white, red and yellow. The diet of woodpeckers mainly consists of insects. They also eat fruit and nuts. Woodpecker is able to tap tree trunks 20 times per second. Woodpeckers produces around 10,000 and 12,000 pecks per day. Five, Sternidae. Sternidae are normally found near the sea, rivers, or wetlands. Sternidae are slender, lightly built birds with long, forked tails, narrow wings, long bills, and short legs. Their average lifespan is from 34 years or longer. Sternidae can drink sea water, which is salty. Sternidae are sea birds with about 40 species, found all over the world and coastal areas. They can eat insects, worms, snails and small fish. 4. Sandpiper. Sandpiper can be found in temperate and subtropical parts of Europe and Asia. Sandpiper has long, straight bill, small body and short legs. Sandpiper is diurnal bird. It is active during the day. Sandpiper is an omnivore, that is, it eats both plants and animal-based products. Its diet consists of insects, spiders, worms, frogs and seed. 3. Pelican. The pelican family is a minimum of 30 million years old. Pelicans are a genus of huge water birds of the family, Pelecanidae. The oldest fossil of pelican was found in the Oligocene deposits of France. Paleontologists have also uncovered youngish findings from places like India, Germany, Peru, Australia, Kenya and North Carolina. With 8 different species of pelicans, they will be found on all continents, apart from Antarctica. Pelicans live throughout the planet in tropic and temperate zones, and always near bodies of water. Average lifetime within the wild is 10 to 25 years, or more, and up to 54 in zoos. It is easy to identify pelicans, because they're one of the only birds with a pouch under their bill. Along with the enormous pouch, pelicans are an outsized bird with short legs, and that they appear rather clumsy ashore. Once within the water, they're strong swimmers, because of their webbed feet. 2. Tit. Tits are very neat nest builders and use lavender, mint, curry plants to disinfect their homes. On average, great tits live for 3 years. But in some cases, they have been known to live for up to 12 years. Tits are song birds. The males with the greatest stock of songs has most of the success attracting the female. Great tits invariably nest in holes, but here they can be remarkably adaptive. They can dwell in man-made sites like post boxes. A great tit clutch can be anything from 5 to 11 eggs, with the female doing all the incubation. The cock helps the female with feeding the brood. The chicks usually leave the nest around 20 days after hatching. Tits are small birds ranging from 10 centimeters, COA tit, up to 15 centimeters, great tit. Tits weigh around 14 to 22 grams. 1. Peacock. The Indian peacock is the national bird of India. Peacock can make 11 different sounds. The grey peacock stands as the national symbol of Burma. People also believe that white peacock is a bearer of eternal happiness. The name peacock only applies to the male gender of the species, whereas females go by paean. Newly hatched young are called peachicks. Peacocks are big, colorful birds with long tails. Peacocks are omnivorous birds. Peacocks feed on various edible items regardless of being a plant or animal source. The average lifespan of peacock is around 10 to 20 years. Peacock tail covers over 60% of the total length of their bodies. They become territorial when a stranger enters the boundaries that they have set, whether it is a human or a fellow peafowl. Peacocks take 3 years to grow their tail feathers. Peacocks are domesticated animals. One of the many reasons that people keep them near is for their great ability in catching snakes. The birds feed on even the poisonous kinds of the said reptiles. Hence, they are known to keep the village safe. Only males have those long, beautiful feathers in peacock. Even though surprising, peacocks can fly. Considering how chubby they are,